Okay, so yesterday a video popped up from Doomcock talking about this new hotter than the blue flame of a fire scoop on Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy and what's going on, and it was quite frankly one of the silliest things I'd ever heard in my entire life, because I don't know if he believes that this stuff is real, but anyone who has any modicum of understanding how the industry works clearly. It's so dumb. So here's basically what Doomcock said. I'm going to summarize it, right? He says that Kathy is banned from the set of Mandalorian season 2. But first he says that they started shooting it, right? As if it's not as if it's not common knowledge that they started shooting the movie. Right? It's pretty common knowledge. They started shooting the show. The season 2 was in production before season 1 even hit Disney Plus. So that's, again, a useless argument or a useless factoid. It's already out there. It's common knowledge. We know that. But he says that, and then he says that Kathy is banned from the set, and that Jon and Dave are in the process of basically getting ready to take over Star Wars. And that, okay. So I just have to stop for a second and stop myself from going into an expletive-laden tirade about how dumb this is. Because you're telling me that the head of the studio, who greenlit the show, who allowed Jon and Dave to take over and be showrunners on it, who is an executive producer on the show, has been banned from the set of a show that she runs, the company who's paying for and producing said series. I mean, in no reality, in no universe, in known or unknown, is that even a remote possible factor. This is why the whole situation involving anything with Kathy at this point is so ludicrously insane. Here's the thing. They're trying to say that she's running for early retirement. We've been hearing this for a while now. She's going to step down following the events, following the release of Indiana Jones 5. That's still a year and a half away, by the way. It's a year and a half away from Indiana Jones 5. They haven't started shooting it yet. Harrison Ford apparently is all for it, but that dude ain't getting any younger. And if they don't get on that quick, he going to be a corpse. You know what I mean? And I don't want that. You don't want that. None of us want that. But anyway, that's the point. The point is that they got to get on that quick. So that movie is set to be released early July 2021. Why? Because that 2021 is the 40th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark, which means that Harrison Ford will be 78 years old when that movie comes out. And that is something, again, just to make you go, wow, oh my God, I'm that old, or you're that old, or we're that old, or he's that old. But her contract with Lucasfilm, with Disney, expires September 2021. So it makes absolute sense for the rumor to say that she's going to step down after Indiana Jones 5. That just makes the most amount of sense in the world if you look at the timeline. Now, another thing to consider here, and this is just, again, you need to know your history on Kathleen Kennedy. She's not going to walk away from Indiana Jones. She has a very, very, very big love and a very, very, very large connection to Indiana Jones. She first met Steven Spielberg when she was a writer's assistant back on the set of 1942, I believe in 1977 or 1978 is what, I think it was around that time when she met Spielberg for the first time. He liked her, so he made her his personal assistant on the first Raiders. From there, her and Frank Marshall, who eventually got married, and three of them created Amblin Entertainment. We all know Amblin Entertainment. We all know its works, and it's still around. So you've got that. She was an associate producer on Temple of Doom. That's where she moved from being a personal assistant to be an associate producer. And after that, she started becoming an executive producer. So on these movies, so on Last Crusade and even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, she has been involved in Indiana Jones for nearly 40 years. So yes, it makes absolute perfect sense for her to want to make sure that Indiana Jones 5 is done the right way, and that would be the crescendo, the finale, the curtain call of her tenure at Lucasfilm. That makes the most amount of sense because Occam's razor dictates that makes the most amount of sense, and therefore the simplest answer is often the most truest. But still, trying to argue that Kathy has been booted, banned, completely barred from entering the set of The Mandalorian Season 2 is one of the most asinine things I have heard in a very long time. And I read Reddit on the daily. And then I also kind of moonlight on 4chan, but that's a whole other situation. All I'm trying to say here is take everything revolving around Kathy with an absolute grain of salt. Bob Iger, I would argue, has protected her. I would say so. I would say he probably protected her long enough to give her the renewal, and it's possible that nobody else wanted to take the job. I mean, given the hyperbole and the craziness following the release of the dumpster fire that is known as The Last Jedi, that does make the most amount of sense. But I am serious when I say this, though. Iger's out in 2021 too, so there's no one left there to protect her, so she's probably just getting ready to make that her legacy and be done with it. She doesn't want to be known for Star Wars, probably. She probably wants to be known for Indiana Jones, because that is at least near and dear to her heart. And she's worked on all 4 of them. And I'm pretty sure she probably even worked on the Young Indiana Jones series. But I don't have IMDb in front of me right now, so I can't go Google it to find the hell out. That being said, oh yeah, the other part too with that is apparently she was banned because she's trying to push a feminist agenda. And they're like, no! Back ye harpy! You know, like, that's the interpretation I took from his video. And even then, they're not going to ban the president of the company from going and being on the set of the movie or the show. She literally, like, controls all that. It's just, there's no way that is a reality. That is no way that is a thing. That is no way that is real. That is fake. That is a rumor, and that is, quite frankly, where it's at. Because here's the deal. If there were turmoil involved, you would hear about this from somebody other than Doomcock. You would hear about this from somebody who actually has valid connections to Lucasfilm. If Jason Ward came out and was like, she out, she banned, I would give it far more credibility. Far more credibility. And I say that because still the whole test screening thing from Rise of Skywalker, we know that was a farce. We know that wasn't real. And, you know, so I take this all with a grain of salt, because even though he might have come out and said it's all alleged, you still associated your name with it, so your track record really ain't that good. All I'm saying on that one. But this is just, it's so funny to me. I've been laughing about it all day because it's so funny how not true any of it is. Any of it. At all. Period. Point blank, full stop. None of it's true. There's no way how any of it would work out. No one. If you believe this, you don't know how Hollywood works. And that is just a very, very, very undeniable fact. That being said, I look forward to your comments. I look forward to your criticism. I look forward to your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below. I will talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.